Pressure. Some more niggas gas get hectic. I put my bitch in the best shit. Wanna act goofy, stretch quick. Pressure. Some more niggas gas get hectic. I put my bitch in the best shit. Wanna act goofy, stretch quick.
Yo, what is up? What is up? It's me, it's Key, and I'm back with another live stream. Welcome to the first edition of the Philly Talk with Key, and we're going to break down everything that happened in the Philadelphia sports on the week. Um, we got the Sixers, we got some Phillies news, and we got some Eagles news as well. So let's get into it, y'all. Again, I appreciate whoever watching. We got Minister Brandon. Appreciate you there. Appreciate you. Again, definitely y'all can follow me on all social media, whether it's IG, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. It is at All Key in the building. Also, I'm on Facebook as well with the Philly Sports with Key. Make sure y'all go follow and like that page as well. Try to keep y'all updated on everything that's going on in the Philly sports world. But what is going on, y'all? Happy Friday. Happy Friday afternoon. Happy Friday. What's going on, Dante? What's going on, Arku? What's going on? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. The tasks and moment at hand. We got them Philadelphia 76ers losing to the Detroit Pistons. It's their third game that they lost. We're on a 3-game losing streak with 6 games remaining. Now, 102-94 was the score. Let's go over these box scores real quick before I get into my little not mini rant, but before I go in on one said Doc Rivers real quick. But Tobias Harris for the Sixers was 6 for 9 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3. He had 14 points. Joel Embiid was the high man, 11 for 19, 1 or 2 from the 3, 37 points and 15 boards. Tyrese Maxey, 5 for 10, 1 for 3. He had 13 points. And James Harden, thanks for the Pistons with the helps of Thunder's lottery odds. It's all good. It's all good. Y'all definitely played hard. Yo, look, y'all young, y'all hungry. Y'all definitely, I got nothing bad to say about the Pistons right now. James Harden did not have a great night. He was 4 for 15, 2 for 9, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, almost a triple-double. But this bench, this bench has been the Achilles heel for the 76ers. Danny Green played 12 minutes, 0 points. Korkmaz played 5 minutes, 0 points. George Niang played 15 points, 3 points. 15 minutes, 3 points. DeAndre Jordan, 10 minutes. He only had 2 points. Jake Milton, 19 minutes, 3 points. So your bench of the Sixers only scored 8 points. 8 points. And you wonder why your starters have to play so long because the bench cannot contribute. But let's move on to the Pistons. I didn't really get too far in depth in the starting lineup for the Pistons, just the 2 high men. Sadiq Bey, 8 for 18, 4 for 12. He had 20 points, and Cade Cunningham definitely has gotten better over the season, progressed this year. He could be in the running for Rookie of the Year. He was 12 for 20, 27 points on the night. Now, here's the Pistons bench. Kelly Olynyk, 5 for 5, 12 points. You had Livers, 9 points. Jackson contributed with 2, Hayes had 10, and Key had 6. 39-8. You let Detroit's bench outscore you 39-8. You can't win games like that when your bench ain't contributing no points. The bench is not helping. But Doc Rivers also don't know how to rotate guys. Mind you, what happened in the Milwaukee game, we end up losing by 2. You put old behind Paul Millsap, who's almost 38, on a Giannis Antetokounmpo. You put him on the Greek Freak. You put Paul Millsap on Giannis, while Joel Embiid, who is your runner, who is in the runnings for MVP, you keep this man on the bench while Giannis scores 17 straight points on Paul Millsap. And do you think Doc Rivers adjusted that once he seen Giannis on a run? Of course not. Of course not. He just went with it. Did not adjust at all. Last night, I feel like it's the same thing. You have these younger guys on the bench. Come on, we all know we're going to be in the playoffs. Don't know what seed we're going to be right now. We're number 4. You let the young guys play. The Charles Bassies, the Charlie Browns, the Isaiah Jobs, and Paul Reed. These guys are younger, they're stronger, they're faster than a DeAndre Jordan, than a Danny Green, than a Paul Millsap. Paul Reed got into the game 20 minutes and 20 seconds of garbage time. The game's over. What is he going to do in 20 minutes, Doc? Why are you subbing in people 20 seconds left and the game's over? What did that do for him to stand there and just wait and run the clock down? He's not doing nothing in 20 seconds in the fourth quarter. He's not doing anything. Give these young guys a chance to come to have a spark off the bench. The last time Paul Reed got into the game when we played the Bucks last year, I believe, he didn't stop Giannis, but he disrupted him enough to get his game off. He blocked the shot twice. What do you have against these younger players? What do you have against them? One, they can afford to foul. It's not hurting none of your starters. They can foul if unnecessary fouls if need be. It's not going to hurt. But you got to give these young guys a chance, especially we got Charlotte, we got Cleveland, Indiana twice, we got Detroit again, and then we got Toronto. Give these young guys a chance. Anthony Price, I didn't like that the Freak was getting all the calls. So you saying all I have to do is run to the rim and I get all the calls. The refs are going to be biased towards certain players, especially a guy as dominant as Giannis. You can say the same thing about Joel. Everybody's like, oh, well, he gets most of his free throws, most of his points from the line, but he gets doubled and triple teamed every night. He's going to get fouled. Remember I told you the trade was bad, 2 good players to trade away. Yeah, I know Harden right now is in playing his best. I understand that. Right now, the Nets is looking like they won the trade, but we only gave away Seth Curry and Andre Drummond, which I get. He's definitely was a good backup to Joel, and Seth Curry at times can be inconsistent, but I get it. That's another shooter who definitely can contribute to the points. I get where we're definitely missing Seth Curry there, but again, you don't know what Seth Curry is going to show up night to night. It could be the 27-point Seth Curry, and then the next night he'll have 7. And definitely Seth Curry ain't that great on defense. So he was a defensive liability there more than he was offensively. James Harden has not been the same James Harden that we seen him last year, scoring 50, 40, 30 points. He did have 32 the other night. So that's James Harden he used to. I'm wondering if that hamstring is actually bothering him, or he's just, I don't know where this explosive James Harden is. All he wants to settle for is 3 points, 3-pointers. Take the ball to the rack. Don't go in there all lazy, just expecting a foul. That's the only thing that irks me about James Harden. When he goes to the hole, he's complaining the whole time if he doesn't get the foul call. Can you depend on Harden in the playoffs? That's the big question. Time will tell. We all know how Harden is in the playoffs and how he is in the playoffs. So we'll see. I mean, that the one series with Houston and OKC, he stepped up, and they did go to the they went to the Western Conference Finals, I believe. But so we have to see with Harden. But if I'm Doc Rivers, it's 6 games left. Is definitely very beatable without a James Harden. I would sit James Harden into the playoffs. Again, we played Indiana twice. We got Toronto again. We got Detroit again, and we got Charlotte. Or if you want to sit out a Joel Embiid, sit him out. Maybe have him play two of those games, and then have him sit for the rest of the sit him for the rest of the season. 6 games left. Get these young guys in here. And now, one thing Doc Rivers did say was he didn't. When Paul Reed does get on the floor, at times he seems confused. He don't know what to do. That's why you put him in there. How is he supposed to learn and get experience if he don't get no burn? He was a killer in the G League. Understand the G League, there's really no competition. It's the G League. Charles Bassey is lightening up in the G League. I understand it's the G League again. Charlie Brown lightening up down there. But you don't know what these guys can do. We'll play Chicago. We'll be the number 4, and Chicago will be 5. We swept Chicago in the regular season, but the playoffs is a different monster. And we got DeRozan dropping 50 last night, and Levine comes back healthy, and I think Caruso's there. We may be in trouble. If we keep playing like this, it's possibly it could be a first round or a second round exit again, and then Doc Rivers is on the hot seat. I'm already putting Doc Rivers on the hot seat. I'm already putting Doc on the hot seat. Putting him on the hot seat already. There's no way you threw Harden underneath the bus last night. Threw Harden underneath the bus, and he said he didn't blame the bench. He didn't blame the bench. He was just saying, oh, they didn't put up enough shots, but you blame Harden while he's out there. Of course, he's supposed to be the offensive juggernaut that most of your plays surround him by. But you don't throw your superstar underneath the bus, Doc. Like, what are you doing? Didn't this reminds me of the whole Ben Simmons thing? You said, oh, well, I can't win with Ben Simmons, and then you try to recant your statement and saying you can win. Who throws their star player underneath the bus from the coaching point? Who does that? And then Joel throwing shots at him too. He was like, oh, well, the turning point of the Bucks game is when Giannis scored 17 points while I'm on the bench. Come on, Doc. You are this supposed to be legendary coach. You know, your records don't show. You got that one title back with the Boston and that big 3. That's a different era. Now today's game is faster. We got kids that's younger and stronger and can jump. You're going to put, again, Paul Millsap up against Giannis. That is ridiculous. Appreciate you. That is ridiculous. Like Arku said, he's overrated. In my opinion, after the Clippers lost that series and they fired Doc Rivers and we're looking for a coach, I knew Elton Brand was going to be calling Doc Rivers. And in the beginning, I was okay. I was like, okay, we're going to get Doc Rivers in here. Somebody's going to get Ben Simmons accountable. No, didn't work out that way. It didn't work out that way. All he did was baby Ben, everything. It's not working. At this point, we got 3 other assistants on that bench I would rather have over Doc Rivers right now. Give me Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell definitely will put these young guys in there and see what they can do. Burke, when Doc was out with the COVID protocols, Burke came in and won 2-3 games. I don't get it. Make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. I guarantee you, if something happens this year, if the Sixers don't make it past the first or the second round, Doc's got to go. He's either going to be on the hot seat, or they're going to give him another year, or he's gone. He's gone. And you throwing Harden under the bus, this makes, what if he decides to go? And then the Sixers really be SOL and back to square one to the drawing board. I understand the chemistry still have to go, but you done played, 10, 12 games with Harden, and everybody else has to get acclimated to Harden. Harden got to be more aggressive to the hole and stop settling for 3-pointers. He was 2 for 9, 4 for 5, 4 for 15. He had a horrible shooting night. Horrible. Joel was left doing it by himself. And we all know the NBA is biased, and they're not going to give the MVP to Joel. I think Doc will be back next year. I know Doc will be back. I know Doc will be back next year. Now next year definitely will be that year. If something don't happen in year 2, possibly with Harden, he's out the door. He's out the door. But we got to give these young guys a chance. Something's got to give because you're wearing out your starters. They're playing all these minutes. And then you leave the bench in too long. How about rotate some of the bench? Bring in a Shake Milton with George Niang. Now, he's good in the 3. He's not that great on defense, but yet you keep going to him. Korkmaz, again, he was struggling a little bit earlier in the season. He hasn't found his rhythm. And Shake Milton, it's just the bench is terrible. Danny Green, DeAndre Jordan. I don't even know why we got him. Yeah, he was 4 for 15. 4 for 15. 2 for 9. You can't win games like that. And Joel's the only one that showed up. 37 and 15. 37 and 15. That's Joel every night. That's always going to be his numbers. There was nothing lacking near what Joel was doing last night. Nothing. That's a typical night for Joel. Definitely a typical night. But again, the bench outscored us 39-8. 8 points on 3 for 12 shooting from the bench. You're not going to win games with your bench scoring 8 points. Or nobody. I don't care if it was Detroit, Indiana, the Pace, the Knicks, the Magic, OKC, the Rockets. You're not going to win games with your bench scoring 8 points. You're not going to win games with your bench scoring 8 points. I don't care who you're going up against. You can go up against an 0-13 team. You can go up against a 26-2 team. You're not going to win games with your bench scoring 8 points. You're not going to do that. Exactly, Arku. Embiid is that guy. He carried us. You know it's bad when Embiid on the floor and the bench plays good. When Harden's on the floor, the bench plays bad. I didn't really want Harden. If we had to get him, okay. I just want to been gone. I feel like it was plenty other people we could have got besides Harden to help out this team. I get it. Harden's a Daryl Morey guy. And James wanted to be here from the first place. But act like you want to be here. I don't know if it's the hamstring. I don't know if he's not going all in because of the hamstring. Maybe the playoffs would be something different. I hope so. Because again, we keep playing like this. It will be a first round exit. It will be a first round exit. I don't know if we're losing to try to stay away from the Nets because I know they're the number 8 seed in the play-in. But for me, it's going to be the Nets defense that might hinder them a little bit because all they got is Kyrie and KD, and you got the role players there. And then Andre Drummond contributing with the rebounds, and he scores some points. But their defense is bad, the Nets. Their defense ain't that great. You got these other teams in the East. The East is up for grabs. It is Boston, Milwaukee, Miami is the top 3 teams you want to beat right now. And then it's everybody else. The East is up for grabs. The East is up for grabs. Turnovers killed us. In the fourth quarter, you cannot turn the ball in the fourth quarter. Joel getting double teamed. He's turning the ball over from the double team. Something got to give. Something definitely got to give. James Harden is a Daryl Morey type of guy. James Harden has not happy. He will start quitting. And when he starts acting like that, he don't give a damn about the game of basketball. If he's truly engaged and happy, he would give it all he's got. I mean, I can't say that he's not happy. I mean, I think he's happy here because, he gets to play along Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and those guys. It's just, I see these other teams. It's Philly, period. It's just Philly, period. I see these other teams, and I'm just like, why can't we be like them? Since they have a good coach, they have a good bench. Let's take Miami's bench. Miami's bench is amazing. Got Tyler Hero. You got a good head coach in Eric Spoelstra. You got Monty Williams over there with the Suns. They got also have a okay bench. Like I just don't understand it. Doc, just make adjustments. Just take again the Mavs. They got a good team. Of course, Luka over there dominating. Jason, I always like Jason Kidd as a coach. Jason Kidd was a hell of a basketball player as well. He knows how to develop talent. He sees the talent. You're going to play him. That's just me. The league now is getting younger. Like we can't keep having these old farts in this game thinking they can keep up. They can't. 37. Look at Dwight Howard last night. Was it last night? I think it was either the last and the night before. He had the game high. He was like 27 points. Dwight is okay if he gets his foul, keeps his fouls in check. But you can't keep up with these young guys no more. The league is getting faster. Your John Morants, your Desmond Baines, your LaMelo Balls, and your Halliburtons, your Maxis. These guys are fast. And they can't, then the old timers ain't going to be able to keep up. LeBron is still going to be LeBron, regardless. But even he's getting old. Even LeBron's getting old. So, I mean, I just get jealous and see all these other teams. I'm just like, why can't my team be like this? Just why? Just why? Just why? Just why? I get jealous. Definitely get jealous. And Doc Rivers something has to give. Again, we got 6 games left. 6 games left. Hopefully it can be again. If the Embiid and I think Embiid and Harden should only play maybe 2 or 3 of those games, and they should sit out until the playoffs start. Have them sit until the playoffs start. I don't know if they need to have a come to Jesus meeting. I don't know. Something has to happen. Something has to happen for us to move further. Because this was our so-called year, but don't look like that. What's going on, Chad? I appreciate that. I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. Doc blamed Harden, saying an opportunity to get the rhythm, but the offense focused on Harden and didn't get everybody else in there. At least you're not a Wizards fan like me. I'm always crying over you. Look, the Wizards was my surprise team this year because they started off hot, Bill and Dinwiddie, but then come to find out y'all don't want Dinwiddie there in Washington. Then y'all ship them off to Dallas, which was the best move that Dallas ever happened. What's going on, Brendan? So, I mean, Dinwiddie and Bartends is killing it over there in Dallas. What's going on, Big Play Slay? They are killing it over there in Dallas. I mean, I know Arku's liking that move. He's a Mad fan as well as an OKC fan. And, he's liking Dinwiddie and Bartends over there. And then it's possible Bradley Beal can leave. So, where's Bradley Beal going? What's going on, D? What's going on? Spotlight Raiders talk. So, I mean, that's the Sixers, man. I'm a depressed Sixers fan. It's because definitely when you see the talent, they're supposed to be winning games, and then they're losing games we're not supposed to be losing. It's tough. It is so tough. It's tough. It's tough. But let's go ahead and move on to the Philadelphia Eagles. Quiet offseason, quiet free agency for them. We could have went out and got Calvin Ridley if Calvin Ridley didn't do his betting. We all depressed Sixers fans. Calvin Ridley could have been an Eagle if he didn't get busted for the betting. Now he's suspended. That trade definitely was going to go down. Calvin Ridley would have been an Eagle. Definitely know we need another receiver to help with Devontae Smith. Eagles didn't do too bad on the offseason, on the free agency. I mean, we did get Zach Pascal from the Colts, another receiver, definitely. I can see him taking Rager's minutes, him taking JJ Arthur-Whiteside's minutes. Them two can actually go for all I care. What's going on, Raph? I don't care. I don't care where they go. They can go. But something's going to tell me Rager's going to be here. I don't know if JJ will be here, but I definitely Rager is going to go. Damien, shut up. Shut up. The season still ain't over yet. But if the playoff ended today, we would play your Bulls. We did pick up Hassan Reddick We did pick up Hassan Reddick off of free agent, which is a good signing. Hassan Reddick comes back home. You do know he played in Philly with Temple. He lives in Jersey, just right across the bridge. So he is a Philly native. Damian DeMar Rosen, he ain't shit. Zach Levine, oh God. Um, we re-signed Fletcher Cox. We cut him, released him, signed him back for a lesser deal, 1 year deal. We bring back Boston Scott. And we got Zaire White, who is a very underrated linebacker from the Chargers. He comes from a football family. As y'all know, his brother was Kevin White, who was a wide receiver back. He got drafted to the Bears. This might sound stupid, but why not trade for really like a fifth or fourth round pick and have him for next year? I That's not a bad idea. He's past the appeal part, so he's going to definitely sit out this whole year. But that's not a bad idea. We hoping to go in the draft and find one of those now ready receivers, but they are out there in the first round. Well, something about the Sixers over the last days. I don't know if it's Harden, the offense, or anything. It is Harden, it's the offense, and it's Doc Rivers. I'm putting it all out there. Harden, the offense, and Doc Rivers. I can't say it's Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid puts up at least about 30 points, close to 30 points a night. But White definitely is underrated linebacker we picked up from the Chargers. 144 tackles, a sack, 2 interceptions, and 4 QB hits last year. Definitely is a run stopper. Something definitely we need in the middle. Damian and Dante are going on in the chat. What have they done in the playoffs, Damian? But Hurts is working out in Cali with the QB coach, getting his mechanics together because everybody's like, oh, Hurts, he can't throw the deep ball. Oh, he's inaccurate. I know Jalen Hurts. He can't read the defenses. It's a work in progress. All these Eagles fans is ready to just write off Jalen Hurts, bring in another quarterback, having him go. You can't do that. Rome is not built in a day. And I'm going to say my famous quote: this shit ain't instant. It's not instant. It's not mashed potatoes. It ain't rice. It's not oatmeal that you can fix in 5 minutes. It takes time. And he's back in the same regime, second year, same playbook. Jalen Hurts is going to be fine, Eagles fans. Just wait and see. He's going to be okay. How we just have to put pieces around him. With 3 first-round picks in this first round, I think we're definitely going to get that done on the defensive side of the ball, which we definitely need help in. Nick Siranni, Howie Roseman, and Jeffrey Lurie all said they are all in on Jalen Hurts, which is a good thing. We getting black helmets this year to go with the black jerseys. And in 2023, the Eagles will be bringing back the classic Kelly green colors. I'm excited. We've been wanting the Kelly jerseys for a while. Definitely excited to bring back the Kelly jerseys. Last time I checked, James Harden did way more than all those players except winning the championship. James is just struggling right now. Everybody is going through a struggle. They got to figure it out. Exactly. What's going on, Burn? They just got to figure it out. But he has done way more than. Oh God. But yeah, they definitely just got to figure it out. So what has Harden done in the playoffs? Harden's been in the league more than DeRozan, Lonzo, and Zach, and still haven't done shit. He's overrated. Well, Harden was in Houston for 10 years. Dante wouldn't know all about that. But the Kelly Greens and all blackouts are coming back. The black jerseys and the black helmets will be this year. Next year, we'll see the Kelly Green. And Nike is going to hook that up. So that's going to be great. Now let's go over to these draft picks. Again, we got 3 first-round picks in the first round, number 15, 16, and 19. 15, 16, and 19. Defense, you need a wide receiver. Defense, you need a wide receiver, or Smith Skinny is going to go through a broken rib or a leg. There's one thing about Smith. He definitely is skinny and do need to put on some weight, but the boy, he definitely can ball. But the biggest draft needs that the Eagles need to fill holes in: defensive tackle, linebacker, wide receiver. You need an edge rusher, definitely linebacker, a safety, a corner, a tight end, and an offensive guard. Y'all will trade one of those picks. I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me if we traded one of those picks, maybe to move up to somebody else. I'm hearing that a Kyle Hamilton supposedly supposed to drop. Thibodeau is supposed to drop. Um, of course, Sauce Gardner's gonna go early, but we need a young dynamic corner. Andrew Booth is out there. Trent McDuffie, a Derek Stingley Jr. We all know Sauce is going to go early. Now, if Howie trades one of those picks and move up to get a Sauce Gardner, y'all all know I'm a big advocate. I want the Sauce. Definitely, we need a receiver to complement and help out Devontae Smith. You got Drake London, Traylon Burks. You got Chris Olave. You got Garrett Wilson. Like Burns says, you got James Williams. Those are guys that we're going to pick. I think Drake London is going to be gone. He's going to probably be the top 10. Sauce is going to be top 10. We know by the time 15 comes, I know he's not going to be there. But 15th, this is what I want the Eagles to do with those 3 picks: receiver, tackle, a defensive tackle, linebacker. And then in the second round, maybe we can pick up a Christian Watson or Sky Moore, another receiver. But give me Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson. I'll take that right now. I'll definitely take that right now. And Damian and Dante are going in the chat about Harden and the Chicago Bulls. This is great. Great stuff. He said DeMar breaking records. Has Harden broken any records? You're running away from the question, Damien. Every time I ask you a question, you're running away from it. Anthony Price, trade 3rd pick and trade the 2nd pick. Turn 2 picks into 5. I mean, we'll see what Harry Roseman does. Right now, I'm still afraid of what he's going to do because he's not the best guy to draft. He's not great at drafting. Of course, some guys he overlooked and picked instead of, i.e., Justin Jefferson over Jalen Reagor and a TCU who shouldn't even been in the first round. Maybe he's like a 2nd round pick. Again, DJ Metcalf, you never know. You might trade one of those picks to Seattle, and we get DJ Metcalf in the process. I would love that. DK and Smith on one side. Definitely we need some safety help. Jalen Petrie and Jaquan Brisker from Penn State is some safeties up there because Kyle Hamilton is definitely going to be gone by the time, again, 15 comes. Defensive tackle, I'll take Devontae Wyatt. Again, you still got Jordan Davis out there, some edge rushers. You got George Velasquez, Jermaine Johnson. David Ajobo is definitely his stock's going to fall since he got hurt. But you never know. Whoever team picks him up, you still might see him in the season. If he falls in the 2nd round and he's there by the time the Eagles pick again, I would definitely take him. I would definitely take a chance on David Njoku. We definitely need another running back. We got Boston Scott back, Miles Sanders. They didn't pick up his 5th year option. It's a prove year for him because he can't stay on the field. Jordan Howard is going to be a free agent, so we need another bowling ball with feet type of back. Another offensive guard. Wouldn't mind picking up possibly another center. You know, this is Jason Kelsey's last year at center. Going to need a replacement for him. Tight end. Just got it. Was a tight end. We don't have another backup. Jack Stoll, Tyree Jackson. I love Tyree Jackson a lot, but he's injury prone already. I wouldn't mind picking up a Jalen Wandermere in the draft. This draft is going to be funny. I agree. Like it's definitely going to be crazy. But yeah. So that's the Eagles. The draft. It is in April. It's finally April. We got the end of April. When the draft comes. So yeah, definitely. But definitely. That is the Eagles for you again. Howie Roseman. Everybody had their press conferences. They all in on Hurts. Hurts is getting, um, working out and everything. Key and Dante, I'm back. I had to do April Fool's joke on the sports card stream. I got them and told them Baker Mayfield's an Eagle. Oh God, Eagles Nation would flip. Meanwhile, Dante and Damien are going in. Didn't no, DeRozan did not win a championship with Toronto. He was with Sacramento. He got traded. He got traded. So DeMar has not won a championship. Remember they broke that squad up. They broke that squad up. So that's the Eagles for you. Again, hopefully, we'll make some noise. And, OTAs, training camps, that's all starting pretty soon. So we'll definitely see what's going on. I'm excited for football, especially with this crazy behind all season we didn't had so far. I'm just waiting until after the draft to see what's gonna go on. I'll come back and do my predictions of who's what the Eagles record's going to be, because that East is definitely going to be up for grabs, because Dallas ain't going nowhere. I got a feeling it's going to be between Washington and the Eagles in that NFC least, as I would call it, because that's the weakest division in football, and the AFC West just got stronger with all of those moves and acquisitions that they made over there. And moving on to the side of baseball, spring training, baseball's back. Didn't think we was gonna get baseball, but the Phillies are 7-5. I think they might have lost today to Detroit. Let me check. If that's the case, then they're 7-6. Yep, we lost to Baltimore 3-2. We're 7-6 on so far in spring training, but we did hire Jimmy Rollins. J-Roll is coming back, and that definitely is the April Fool's joke. Some freaking Jared Goff and Dallas Goedert. Give me something that's more feasible. Give me something that's more logical. I know Howie ain't that crazy. Key, I don't think Stingley and Sauce is going to be top 10. Someone going to drop because those teams need a pass rush. Hey. Then who? Okay, so you gonna trade our best tight end. Then we don't have no tight end. Who we picking up? Who we getting? We got no tight end. Jared Goff though, and 3 first-round picks next year. One of that first-round pick better be included this year. Hey, if that's the case, they can fall right down here, and if they're on the board by the time 15 comes, I swear Howie better get on it. Wait, what the hell? Come on, Damien, you gonna really be that gullible? That's logical. That ain't logical. I already knew that was an April Fool's joke. The Eagles hired Baker Mayfield to be the water boy. Doug, what's going on? Doug, what's going on? I had to talk about my birds. I mean, I'm not in rehab. Are you out of rehab yet, Doug? Are you out of rehab? How's that going for you? How's that going for you? How's that going? But make sure if y'all not already have subscribed to Doug big time, he got y'all covered on everything Cowboys. So make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Cleveland Brown wants the first round for Baker. Really? Oh, you got a suite? Are you able to come outside? They won a first round for Baker. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Um, but no, so the Phillies did get Jimmy Rollins. They named him special advisor to the president of baseball operations. So happy to see J. Rowe is in the front office. Definitely Hall of Fame shortstop. That played for the Phillies. Oh, briefly. Oh, you're able to go outside briefly. Got you. The Phillies did pick up some acquisitions on the off season too. I was shocked. I thought we was gonna go another free agency without picking anybody up. But we did pick up a Carl Schwarber and a Nick Castellanos, which I'm excited about because Nick got that Philly grit that we looking for, and he's definitely going to be a big bat. And Schwarber and Nick is already hitting home runs in spring training. Of course, Bryce Harper, JT Remuto, and Reese Hoskins. It looks like Bryson Stott is going to be at third base. He's our prospect who looks like he's going to be in that opening day roster. So far in spring training, he's 9 for 12, two doubles, a home run, got walked 3 times. So I mean, he's looking pretty good. Looks like Alec Baum, he's going to come off the bench. He's not going to start. Again, Bryce Harper, Didi Gregorius. Didi last year I thought was questionable at shortstop. I thought this year we definitely was going to try to trade him, but he admitted last year he definitely wasn't healthy. I think he had either some stomach or kidney issues or something like that. He said he's back healthy, and it showed because he's actually playing well this spring training. So Harper, Haskins, and Gregorius can combine 13 for 42 with 6 home run and 11 RBIs. So definitely our roster did improve. We did get some 2 relievers in the bullpen because our bullpen stinks last year. So we got 2 upgrades. Our starting rotation, I'm still iffy about. We all know we got Zach Wheeler. We all know we got Aaron Nola who struggled. He will be opening day. He will get to start opening day again. This is his 5th opening day start. We got Zach Eflin. We got Kyle Gibson. And then we got Ranger Suarez. Burn. How about spanking them Astros? How about them spanking Astros, put on the Marlins? But yeah, luckily the lineup's definitely going to be Schwarber at DH. Gordon Hoskins is going to be at first. Bryce Harper is going to be right field. Castellanos is going to be left field. Remuto's definitely going to be at the catcher spot. Gregorius second. Gene Segura. Didi's going to be shortstop. Gene Segura is going to be second base. Byron Stott is going to be at third base, and then Mickey Moniak is going to be in the center fielder spot, who's definitely having a good spring training as well. Herrera's not going to be ready for spring training. He did get hurt with a mild quad or something like that, something in his leg, but he's not going to be able to start at all going into the season. So that will get to start. I'm ready for opening day. I'm trying to get the opening day, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I will be going to some Phillies game this year. I did go to a couple last year. Y'all know I only live 10 minutes from the stadiums, so I can get there in no time. So I'm hoping to see some baseball. Possibly, maybe even go to an Eagles game this year. That's going to be a goal because I've never been to one. I've seen everybody else but the Eagles. I've seen the Sixers. I've seen the Flyers this year. The Flyers lost. We're not going to talk about the Flyers because the Flyers just straight up stinks. That no ands, ifs about it. They're going to be a rebuilding team. They're going to be a rebuilding team. No point in talking about them. I got trolled earlier thanks to Adam Schefter's ass saying the Bears making a trade for DK Metcalf. Oh my gosh, Damien. Y'all know it's April Fool's, and we're going to see a bunch of bogus stuff from Schefter and Ian Rappaport and all these false posts. But you fell for that one. That's funny. That's definitely funny if you fell for that one. But we got some time left. Just trying to go in here for an hour. But if y'all got anything for me, questions, I definitely answer him because I don't get on here by myself that much. So if y'all got something y'all want to ask, go for it. I'm all for it. Sixers next game it's tomorrow against the Hornets, and that's the early 12:30 game as well. Villanova's in the Final Four. Another y'all know Nova's my squad. Definitely, I think Embiid should be MVP, but they're not going to give him that. It's going. Giannis is making a strong case for it though. Like even if JoJo doesn't win it, I wouldn't be mad if they gave it to Giannis. Just don't give it to Jokic again. Just don't give it to Jokic. Don't give it to Jokic because I just don't get this whole Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid comparison. There's nothing to compare. Jokic is a better passer, but Embiid is just dominant all game long. If Jamal Murray and MPJ comes back, Jokic's numbers changes. Joel's numbers stay the same regardless who's in there. Just two different complete people. I'm not knocking Jokic's talent because he's very talented, but don't knock off Joel's either. So Villanova is in the Final Four. They take on Kansas, and then there's Duke and UNC that rematch of earlier. But tonight's game should be good as well. The women's Final Four. Two nights of games is definitely a good schedule. You got the ones and twos over there in the girls. I'm rooting for South Carolina. I think it's going to be South Carolina and UConn. That's my pick. That's what I'm picking. Um, as much as I want Villanova to win, I don't think they get past Kansas. So I think it's going to be Kansas. It might be Kansas and Duke in the finals. I've been on the bandwagon for B to receive the MVP. He got screwed last year. If he didn't get hurt with that knee injury, I definitely believed he would have been MVP. I already told y'all the Flyers stink. I already told you the Flyers stink. I don't even know if we play tonight. Oh yeah, we gonna get beat by the Maple Leafs. We gonna get beat by Toronto. We 35-11. No, I'm sorry, we 21-11. 21-35. Yeah, horrible record. Horrible. At least we not dead last. At least we not dead. Hold on, are we dead last? Are we the horriblest team in the league? Nope, we not. That's Montreal. Montreal is 18-39. We won more games than Montreal, but Montreal beat us. So yeah, the Flyers stink. I told y'all the Flyers stink. We traded one of our best players, Claude Giroux. We all know he had to go. He's been the longest. He was the longest Philly player here. Now that role now goes to Brandon Graham. So Brandon Graham is now the longest Philly player. Philly sucks. And what? Hockey? Yeah, they definitely stink in hockey. Did y'all lose? Yup, we lost to Montreal. Lost to Montreal. Told you we stink. We definitely stink. We're not beating Toronto tonight. If we do, I'll be shocked. Whenever the Flyers win, it's a shocker to me. It's a surprise. But I'll be glad when the season's over for hockey. And I know they play all the way into the end of April. Yeah, the end of April is when um hockey season's over. But I'll be glad when hockey's over for us. I only went to the game just to see Gritty. He was a highlight of the game. He was the highlight of the game. Panthers put ass whooping on them Blackhawks. It's so weird seeing Claude Giroux play for the Panthers. It's so weird. It's so weird. No, the Eagles ain't trading for Tua. It's so weird seeing Claude Giroux play for Florida, but I understand. I would want him to get a championship. The closest we got to it was the damn Blackhawks, and they beat us in Game 6 in overtime. What's going on, Asia? Yes, the Flyers are that bad, Dante. Stop trolling. Stop trolling. They are that bad. They are that bad. But let's check out the NBA standings right now. So again, at the playoffs, well, we got the play-in. So Cleveland, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Atlanta will be in the play-in team. In Miami, Milwaukee, Boston, Philly's 4, Chicago's 5, Toronto's 6. And then you got the West. Again, you got Phoenix, Memphis, Dallas, Golden State, Utah, Denver. Then you got Minnesota, the Clippers, New Orleans, and San Antonio. And then the Lakers are on the outside looking in. On the outside looking in. So definitely should be interesting. I'm ready. I just want to see with the play-in games and who gets in. Next year, they won't be a play-in. They go back to the 1 through 8. Any good game? Oh, the Pelicans play the Lakers again. Pistons and the Thunder. The Clippers should beat the Bucks. No Giannis or Drew Holiday. The Kings and the Rockets. Not too many good games on the night. I'll probably be watching girls basketball. We got to get ready for WrestleMania as well. WrestleMania weekend. That's day 1 starts tomorrow, along with NXT. So make sure y'all follow us. We're going to be doing that as well. But I will be back next Friday, same time, same channel, for another episode 2 of Philly Sports Talk with Key. We'll see what's going on, how the Sixers are doing. Do you hate or like the new overtime rule? I mean, it's only in postseason. I feel like if you're going to change the rule, change it for regular season too. But it is what it is. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes got the reason why they got that overtime rule. So, but I'll be back next week. Again, same time, same channel. Dante, how come you're not a Texas fan? No, he is a Texas fan. He's a Texas fan. He's a Texas fan. All right, guys, so let me get out of here. Again, I appreciate y'all who was in the chat. I appreciate y'all for coming on in. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Trying to grow some subs here. Trying to give y'all some content, just me by myself. I know y'all see me in other streams. I know it feels weird to just see me by myself, but I had to come up here. So I'm going to try to do these shows every Friday. Might have some guests on, talk about some things, but who's to say? It's up in the air right now. But I appreciate y'all. And as always, don't you remember, guys, again, follow me on all social platforms, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all key in the building. So yeah, I am out of here, guys. And again, I'll see y'all in another video. I'll at y'all.
Pressure. Some on these gas get hectic. I put my bitch in the best shit. Wanna act goofy, stretch quick. Pressure. Some on these gas get hectic. I put my bitch in the best shit. Wanna act goofy, stretch quick.